Hello there, YouTube. Trying to stay out of the sun so I don't get lens flare. Welcome to Tuesday, the 1st of October. It was 33 degrees this morning, and it is shockingly 51 now. Tasha, I'm trying to do the morning vlog. Walking around with her. Let's see, her Kelly's already getting Annie over there. I need to go rush over. But anyway, beautiful morning. I think it's supposed to be a beautiful day. I think it's supposed to get close to 80, like 78 or something today, which will be very nice. So anyway, y'all come on along. We'll see how it all works out. Whoa. Sasha says I want to run. All right. 59 degrees in Van Chulo today. Solid blue, a little bit of cloudiness down that way, but
it's supposed to be nice today.
Yeah.
Nice and warm.
I didn't pay attention. 77 it shows here. It's about the same as Toledo. Be nice.
Be nice. Not
Nice,
cold, not
comfortable day.
Because it was colder in Blue Blazes this
Yep.
morning.
Another 33.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ooh.
It's hovering
Yeah.
right at freezing. Yesterday was freezing. Anyway, let's roll in there and bust out a Tuesday, Mama.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
All right. Have yourself a wonderful day.
You too.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
First off, I got spark and I got the fuel injectors to click. They're technically not firing. Just must have been a bad connection at the ECM. And I just went to do a test again and firing the coils, and both coils were clicking. So pulled the caps off. Both of them are firing. When I fire the injectors, I hear a quiet little thump. They click. They make a clicking sound. They're like a relays, basically what they do. They just open a valve and let the fuel go through. So injectors are completely plugged. Verified that it has fuel pressure. Lots of fuel pressure. The injectors are discontinued. Infinitely discontinued. Kelly found some things on eBay, but we don't order from eBay. That's a customer's choice to try something like that. So these fuel, this is the injector coming in. Well, it's actually going sideways. This is where it clicks in. But this fuel distribution plate, that's where the fuel is going in the injector, and you have to pull that off. Well, there's a gasket behind there. I've replaced these before. The gasket is now part of what they call a throttle body repair kit. It's $310, and that's available. But it comes with every O-ring and gasket in the whole throttle body. So why can't we get those gaskets? But the worst thing is injectors are not available. BRP wants me to test another Wrecker Rally that we have upstairs. I'll get it down here. I think that's not considered unusual, maybe. So I don't know. I'm gonna get another one down here with no miles on it. Well, probably half a mile for a test ride or whatever. And he does want me to lock it down, check and or reset the SAS, the steering angle sensor, take it for a 15 or 20 mile ride and come back, lock it down again, and see if that number has moved. And so anyway, I got steps there. But I hate to make light of someone's misfortune. A buddy told this gentleman that he was low on oil, and he thinks he might have overfilled it. Said about 6,000 RPMs. It blew a bunch of smoke, and yeah, he had it towed here. So you see get a light going here. Still no air in the window. None. These are 7-quart pans, and that's right to the top, basically. So each one of those pans has 5 quarts of oil. This thing holds 4 liters, which is about 4.23 quarts. Yeah. She's 10 quarts overfilled, and I'm still not done. I got to dump one or both of these fans and start over. Try to get more out. Get it to where I have air in the window. What I think is his buddy didn't know it has a oil level window there. It was probably trying to fill it up to the top of the threads. I don't know how this thing ran. I can't imagine that didn't do some kind of harm somewhere. Wow. Don't let your buddies ever touch your motorcycle. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to come out. But that's probably about the craziest thing I've seen in quite some time. So let me finish dumping this thing and we'll see where it ends up. And I get it low enough that I'm not going to replace the washer. I'm just going to snug it up and run it. And, turn it over very easily. Make sure it's not hydraulic. Actually, just pop the plugs out and just bump the thing over like a Harley. And make sure the cylinders aren't hydrolocked. Yeah, that could be ugly. So, yeah, I'll let you know what I find here. The exhaust could literally be full of oil in this thing. That's crazy. Wow. Obviously, they weren't using BMW oil or any kind of synthetic oil, because that's some serious cash in oil that they overfilled this thing with. And I'm assuming they're just probably throwing whatever in there, based on the, non-OEM oil filter. All this stuff, the synthetic oil from BMW and the filters are very reasonably priced, which is a really strange thing to say for a BMW. Use the BMW stuff in there. Get a manual if you don't know what you're doing. I don't know how this is going to come out, but I'll let you know here directly. Well, that just made the most unimaginable mess. You wouldn't believe what I had to clean up down here. It was definitely hydraulic. I assumed it would be the it would be the left side because it's sitting on the side stand. No. So, I get it in 6th gear and bumping the wheel around, and so I'm boom, 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 finally get it to go, and I hear this gurgling sound, and there's just oil everywhere. I had to clean up all my tools that were laying here. That's just after splatter. But you can see it's literally floating in the spark plug chamber there, the hole for it. It just blew it out everywhere. Grossly overfilled. That thing was hydraulic bad enough that, I'm getting towards the end of the day here. I'll have to pull off of it and get back with it in the morning, but get it to a point that it's, free of oil enough that I can get it to run. It's definitely going to put off a smoke show, and I'm afraid of how much oil might be in that exhaust, which is dangerous because you got the cat sitting right there. So, geez. What to do. That's a mess. And I was hearing like a weird sound coming from the exhaust, but it didn't look like, oil shot out of it or anything. But it was making a weird sound. So I'm afraid it could be oil in the exhaust. So need to fire it up right quick and just see what it does before that cat gets hot. And that's be a whole nightmare. 13 quarts is what I got out of it. So it had 17 quarts of oil in it. Well, maybe a little less than that, because it kept growing as I'd let it come down to the bottom of the window, and I'd screw the bolt back in and turn back around, it's full again. So I said, well, I'm just gonna let it go, about half or better. Just see what it does. And it actually stopped at that point. There had to be a half a quart that came out of that cylinder. That cylinder was absolutely locked up. And if it did that while he was riding, it's not going to end well for this thing. So, we're trying to figure out how in the world. So that was a case plus 1 quart of oil that someone added to it. So it had 13 quarts too much oil in it. So that means it had 17 quarts in it. So that much oil, what did that cost? I mean, literally, what did that cost? So they were thinking it was like a differential or something, and you fill it up, because this is at an angle, that they were just filling it up till it got to the bottom of the threads. And, the notes are, it could be as much as a half a quart overfilled. Man, must not have been good in math, is all I got to say. I mean, someone bought a tremendous amount of oil. Or you're at a Jiffy Lube and you had one of the overheads and you just kept pouring it in there or something. I have no idea. But, yeah, very interesting. That's probably about the craziest thing I've seen in a long, long time. Had the coolest conversation. I just happened to be up top there and had the best conversation with a retired police officer. Some really cool, that I will never discuss any of it, because he was telling me things that were really cool stuff, really cool stuff. Nothing bad, just the world of what they go through. That was very interesting. A gentleman that went through a whole career of it and retired from it. He was just in doing something motorcycle or related, and really cool guy. I was really, really glad to meet him. That was a cool conversation. You meet some of the coolest people in the motorcycle world, because they come from all walks of life, and they tend to, most likely, they're mechanics, they're machinists, they're police officers, firemen, that type of stuff. They're people that, see what I consider cool things, even though a police officer, some of that stuff had to be just horrifying things that you lose sleep over at night. But anyway, I'll let you know what happens to this thing. Really cool guy, great conversation, and I was glad to meet him, and I hope I meet him again. That'd be you meet someone and you go, dude, I could become fast friends. We're talking about other things, not police related at all, age and just different things, that you go through as time goes by. And a really cool guy, good sense of humor. Anyway, that'll be it for this fiasco, for the moment anyway. Well, hello there, my little two-wheeled children. Made it back from work safe and sound. I don't know if I told you, but there's a gentleman that was very interested in the Road King, and we're going through talks and whatever on it, and everything seemed pretty good. So I thought he asked for some information about that rider to rider thing, through Harley and Eagle Mark. So I sent him the information in the email, and I hope the email made it to him. That was Saturday morning. Well, it was about 11 in the morning, something like that. He's in the same time zone as me, and I never heard back. So I'm not one of these people that'll pester. I will pester if I want something, but I'm not going to pressure anybody into buying something. If they change their mind, that's cool. But that was it. He asked about it. I said, I'll get back with you. I think that was on Friday, sometime during the day. And I got the information towards the end of the day. And then it was too much to send as a text, so I sent it as an email. Same email. We were emailing back and forth at first, and I just didn't hear nothing back. So must have changed his mind or something. Who knows? But I need to get back with you guys remember speaking of Road Kings, the 2019 Road King, that blue one that I rode in the world record parade in Paris, Texas. Well, Mike, who if you remember, he came and picked me up at the airport and took me to Eagle Rider, and then we met. Forget, was it the next day? I think it was the next, whenever it was, we went to Texarkana, Texas. And we met up in at Texarkana Honda. And he was there, and we were all riding back together. I think we ended up getting somehow or another separated. I don't remember if we rode all the way together or not. It seems like we got separated somewhere along the line. But anyway, he then at the last day, he was kind enough to go and pick me up at Eagle Rider and take me to the airport. Anyway, besides, that's wasn't that October of 2019? That's this month. Will be 5 years ago. But anyway, he emailed and said, he goes, I'm sure you probably sold it by now. And sounds like he might be interested in it. So I meant to email him, let him know I'm in talks with someone, but now that those have broke up, I guess I will definitely, I was going to answer him anyway, but I'll definitely get back with him and say, hey, she's available. It's going to kill me when I let this thing go. I know it is. I'm going to regret it. But it's a smart thing to do. It's a very expensive piece of equipment to sit here in the garage. I mean, it's very safe in here. It's climate controlled and has air conditioners in the winter, and dehumidifiers and heaters in the... I said that backwards. Air conditioners in the summer and dehumidifiers and heaters in the winter, where everything's all damp and nasty out there. Nothing corrodes, nothing. Everything. It's just like this perfect little world they live in out here. But yeah, I should let her go. It's a smart thing to do. I mean, over the last 4 years and only 4,000 miles, of course, now it's got, 7634 is what it's got on it now. Because we took that trip, which was 2,634 miles because it was 2/10 shy of 4,000 miles. Yeah, 7634. Yeah, I'm gonna miss her. The way things are going, I may still have her next season. It's a bummer. Anyway, I can get out there where it turns black on us here and do a goodbye with the little woman. So we'll go to that next. Well, hello there, YouTube. Well, these saying goodbyes after work coming to a close quick, but it's clouding up.
Rain. I know, it's really weird.
Yeah, rain's not supposed to be here until Friday.
Yeah.
And the rain's not going to be as bad. Looks like the weekend might be nice. So
yeah, cross fingers.
I love it when it changes for the better.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, fun day at work. Strange things today work on.
Mm-hmm.
And never got the other Rocket Rally down there to test it. So, but I got tied up in that BMW. Couldn't get the spark plugs out without taking those aftermarket engine guards, and ridiculous. But anyway, I'd hate to have to do a service on that thing because all that's got to come off.
Oh, that would not be fun.
Valve inspection and stuff like that. Can't even get the spark. All I want is the spark plugs out. Can't get the caps out past the engine guard. But anyway, such is life. But
complicated machine.
Yeah. Hope that thing's going to be okay. We'll mess with it tomorrow and see how she comes out. But that's not good being hydraulic like that. I mean, that thing was locked solid.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think we're going to roll with that.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Wednesday or Thursday.
All right. We'll see you in the morning.
See you then.
All right. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.